Okay, I made a post and I said, the only way to love everything is to forgive everything. And in this way, we realize that there is nothing left to forgive and that all is full of love. Now, as you might imagine, with a radical statement like that, you're going to get a little backlash. So, there were some people that they didn't like it. They didn't like that. And they said things like, well, you know, you can't love you don't have to love a murderer and a rapist. One of the things they said. And I said, well, no, you don't have to love a murderer and a rapist, it seems. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then another young lady was like, well, if it was your family member, you wouldn't be saying that. And now when we engage with language, we often have a lot of misunderstandings because words are symbols, and they symbolize a lot of different things to a lot of different minds. And because we all interpret reality through our individual experiences, it's hard for us to connect and to communicate. And let me try to do my best to make myself comprehensible with what I mean about loving everything. Now, people are conditioned creatures. And Carl Jung he said, it's a positive menace to the ego that it might not be the monarch. I know we think that we have free will and that we got this thing figured, but there's an author behind this thing. There's something more going on. And when you study some psychology and you see what is happening in the unconscious, and it's the old iceberg, you got the 10% above and 90% under the water, or whatever the figures are, and that is the energies are being propelled and pushed forth from underneath. Now, when you and I begin to integrate that into our lives, we call this working with the shadow in psychology, right? When we take the shadow and we find ways through paying attention to our dreams, right, and trying to figure this here life out, and seeing when we delve into this the unconscious world through medicinals and through dream journaling and through reading, learning, traveling, opening our minds, we begin to see that there is everything we're seeing is a reflection. It is a projection, and it is just the surface. There's a lot going on. So when I say we forgive everything, all of life is a huge energy exchange. It's a huge transfer of energy, and all of source in the universe is in a jolt of trying to find equilibrium. And it's doing its best, and experience is what it's about. And I know there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of abuse, and there's a lot of hatred in the world, and saying yes to that is not condoning it. And loving life and loving the abuser is not condoning them. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is not saying that it's okay, but to love and understand and to get it and to see how the pieces connect, it is in this way that change comes about, and that we light fires and give birth to something greater than ourselves. So if you want to change culture, if you want to make it beautiful, we need to stop casting our own pistol black, oily shadow out onto the world. We need to turn that focus out on ourselves, and we need to say, you know what? I'm part of this. I'm part of all of this. I'm part of the beauty and I'm part of the ugliness. You can point your finger all you like if you want to be a coward. Or you can get in the water because it's warm and you can fall in love with life.